5 myths about women in leadership. Women leaders are on the rise. Books are being written, media outlets are weighing in by hosting forums and producing special reports, and affinity groups in the workplace are engaging and leaning in. So aside from repercussions of the Me Too movement, why is there so much discussion about women coming into their own and coming into positions of leadership? If the latest data about women leaders from the National Diversity Council is any indication, the discussion is warranted. For example, in Texas, among Fortune 1000 companies, women hold only 14% of executive leadership positions. Why is that? Are women not good at leading? Are there inherent factors affecting women from achieving promotion to higher levels of leadership? Before you weigh in, the following examines 5 myths about women in leadership. Take a read and decide for yourself. Hi, I'm Julianne Cenac, Executive Leadership Coach with the Leader Channel, your one-stop source for leader development. Myth number 1, leaders are born. Male. With the marginal numbers of women in executive levels of leadership, this myth would seem to be true. Yes, statistically, there are more male leaders represented in most organizations. However, this does not preclude women from taking on leadership roles. While there are certain leadership traits that can be naturally represented from one's genetics, leadership qualities are also developed. Therefore, if leadership qualities can be developed, there's hope for women and all aspiring leaders. Myth debunked. Myth number 2. Leadership is new for women. Have you ever heard of the names Nzinga Mbande, Cleopatra VII, or even Dilma Rousseff, Golda Meir, Indira Gandhi, or certainly Oprah Winfrey, Condoleezza Rice, and Hillary Clinton? Women have been leading across all sectors of business and government since the beginning of recorded history and earlier. Perhaps the small relative number of women executives in our organizations is the reason some perceive that leadership is more a 20th century concept. When women have other women leadership role models within the organization, they can better envision their own career paths and success. Therefore, the conclusion for this myth is that women have been leading for centuries, even a millennia. Myth debunked. Myth number 3. Women can have it all. Can women have it all? It depends on what you define as all, and what you're willing to trade to have it all. There are no easy answers to this one. This myth has been debated for decades, since the post-World War II era. Some women define all as the balance of a successful career and a successful family or home life. That balance is such a personal choice and one that is dependent on tangible and intangible factors. For women who work outside the home, whether you're married, single, or a parent, the dynamics of the workplace and leading in the workplace will have an impact on your personal life, just as it would for your male counterparts. Therefore, the real question is, what level of engagement in your work is appropriate and desirable for you at this stage of your life and career? When women can answer that question with certainty and authenticity, they will likely strike the right balance for themselves. Myth status: the jury is still out. Myth number 4. Women must work harder at learning to lead. Research shows that women naturally possess effective leadership competencies. This means those competencies such as developing new leaders, demonstrating communication and social skills, utilizing creativity and innovation, problem solving, demonstrating judgment, and team leadership, among others, are naturally available for women leaders. So if this is the case, why do we not have more women leaders? The answer is not only in possessing these competencies, but bringing them to bear in the workplace and in leadership situations. Women have a tendency to undersell or underrepresent their qualities and competencies compared to men. This can put women in a disadvantaged position when being considered for promotion. The lesson for women leaders is to walk in their truth. If you are great at strategy or leading teams, networking, or analysis, then own it. Represent your skills and competencies accurately and never sell them out to the lowest bidder. But that is an entirely different discussion on negotiating your salary. Organizations benefit from women in leadership. The diversity of experiences, perspectives, and values that women bring to the executive decision-making yields competitive advantage and creative team dynamics. So for women, learning to lead can be easy if you do what comes naturally. Myth status debunked. Myth number 5, women will never be paid as much as men. This myth is hard to disprove. Current data indicates women are paid some 84 cents for every dollar earned by their male colleagues. While it may take more than a generation before resolving pay equity between men and women, this does not have to be true in your case. If you are waiting for your supervisor to recommend you for a raise, this contributes to the challenge. The time to negotiate your compensation, your salary, is on the front end when you are hired. Organizations face unforeseen budget challenges or may have restrictions on merit increases. Therefore, waiting until after you've been hired to demand a 20% increase is likely unrealistic and may not get you the desired result you're looking to achieve. Instead, prior to your next role or offer letter, research the position, know the market value for that position, and review your resume to remind yourself of your accomplishments. Then, during the negotiations, wait for the offer to come first rather than telling your new employer what salary you're looking to receive. This gives you leverage and information for a better negotiation. Finally, respectfully stand firm and hold your ground. You may not get what you want, but then again, you just might, and you will have gained the confidence to know your value. Myth status? That all depends on you.